Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today we're going to learn how to cook an M1911 S-TAC. And before we can get started on making this beautiful weapon, first we need ingredients. First ingredient on the list is the Fly Swatter achievement. To get this, you have to destroy 5 air vehicles using the AA Jeeps. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple to do. Pick any map that has an anti-air Jeep, drive around with it, park it somewhere, and start shooting down helicopters. Next ingredient on the list is the Standardbearer achievement. To get this, you need to return 5 capture the flags, capture 2 capture the flags, and win 1 round of CTF. Winning the round of capture the flag is the easy part. The hard part is probably capturing the 2 flags. It will take you a little while, but I recommend playing on Kaiser Railroads or Operation Riverside, where it really allows you to dart around with the dirt bike, increasing your chances of capturing that flag. Returning 5 CTF flags isn't difficult. I recommend playing the center of any CTF map, keeping your eyes open for any flags that the enemy team steals from your base, killing the guys, and then when you go up to them, just remember that it's like capturing a flag on a game of Conquest. You have to wait by the flag until it returns to your base. The next ingredient on the list is the Fatal Drop achievement. To get this, you need to kill 1 enemy soldier from an airdropped infantry fighting vehicle, destroy 1 enemy transport vehicle from your IFV, and destroy 1 enemy IFV from your own airdropped IFV. So basically, just airdrop as many IFVs as possible, kill as many things as possible. Eventually, you will kill your enemy IFV. That's probably the hardest one to do. Sometimes playing around with the guided missile can make it a little bit easier, especially on open maps like Nabondon Flats, where you can lock on to a lot of targets at range. Next up is the Road Warrior achievement. First, we need to get a roadkill with the dirt bike. Now that we can check that off the list, you need 20 vehicle destroys. Now you could do what most people seem to be doing in the new endgame expansion, which is using javelin rockets and blowing up tons of dirt bikes everywhere. Sure, that can be fun. It might take you a little while longer than you want though. I found air superiority is a very easy way to get 20 vehicle kills as long as you have the basics of jet piloting down. Once you've got that achievement all locked away, last thing we gotta do is get 20 pistol headshots. Easiest way to do this is to join a pistol only server and just run around with your favorite gun, aiming for the head. You may also want to consider trying to get 2 achievements with 1 here. I hadn't quite gotten my Silent Hunter achievement yet, so I ran around with the silenced MP443 to work on that. Now once you acquire your 20 pistol headshots, you're going to have to let that sit until the end of the round. At the end of the round, it will give you the M1911 S-TAC achievement and unlock the gun for you. Now all you gotta do is pop that bad boy out of the oven, equip it in your secondary slot, and you've now got a silenced, blinding M1911. This thing kicks ass. It is totally worth the work to get it, and I can tell you without a doubt, it is now my new favorite pistol. It packs a punch, it's silent so you don't show up on the minimap, and when you pop around that corner with the tactical light on, you will blind many of your enemies, giving you the upper hand. Sure, the gun only has 9 rounds in a magazine, but what it lacks for in ammo capacity, it makes up for in damage potential. 34 maximum damage per shot. That means at 6 meters or closer, it's going to be a guaranteed 3-shot kill. Of course, if you hit them in the head and then the body, or the body and then the head, it's only going to be a 2-shot kill, so you can down people incredibly fast in close quarters. The suppressor on this weapon does increase the hipfire spread, but not by much. In fact, it's still very capable in close quarters while firing from the hip. Obviously, you'd like to aim down sights when the situation provides it, but when you're switching to your sidearm, chances are it's going to be in a close quarter combat situation, and this thing performs admirably when firing from the hip. Now when you attach a suppressor to an assault rifle, it lowers the bullet velocity considerably, enough to the point where it becomes relatively ineffective at longer ranges. That is not the case with a pistol. In fact, the suppressor on pistols provides a number of benefits. 1, it decreases the aiming down sight spread, giving you a more accurate shot. And 2, it reduces the vertical recoil, so it's going to be easier to control the recoil with the suppressor, and it's going to make the gun a little bit more accurate when aiming down sights. Sure, it has the same effect on the assault rifles, but the extreme low bullet velocity that it has on assault rifles as well sort of negates some of the benefits that it provides. However, the suppressed version of this pistol does reduce the starting damage drop-off. So normally you would be able to 3-shot kill anybody at up to 12 meters if you're just using, say, the TAC light version of this gun, but when it's also got the suppressor on there, that reduces it to 6 meters. The gun does have a slightly longer reload than any of the non-revolver pistols out there, clocking in at 1.75 seconds for the short reload and 2.05 seconds for the long reload. A bit longer than, say, your G17, M9, or MP443 that all have a short reload of 1.35 seconds, but giving the killing potential of the M1911 and the class, I think it's well worth it. You really have to think about its usefulness in the situation where you've been using your primary weapon, perhaps you killed a guy or two, and then there's one guy left and you need to finish them off. For killing just one guy, the M1911 is just about unrivaled in terms of its performance. Sure, the revolvers can dish out a massive amount of damage, but they're also a little bit more based on somebody's accuracy. The M1911 gives you a little more leeway in case you miss a few of your first shots. So if you haven't unlocked the M1911 S-TAC yet, follow my cooking instructions. It's actually not too much of a grind to get those achievements, and you will be rewarded with one hell of a pistol. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.